I'll go grab it.
Awesome. We're live. How's it going, everybody? Takes a little bit here. Get back down there. How's it going? Looks like we got some people joining in here. We are live here in central Minnesota doing a panfish tournament today is what we're focused on. Trying to get into the crappie and the big bluegill. Drop a note in the chat, say hi, make sure audio, video, and everything's okay. We're not on Lake of the Woods, so it should be better. I can't tell. See if he comes back around shore dropping in. How's it going, everybody? How's it going? Thanks, Amped. Luke, howdy. Nice to see you. Audio, video, everything good? I'm here with my buddies, John and Kyle. We're out here fishing. Let me know how the camera angles work. Some of them will be dropping in and out because we're in a FishDonkey tournament. So as we have to enter fish in, you'll probably see those fall out, but they should come back. So we've got the Livescope, as you can see, hooked up. You can see my lines and John's lines. We got tip-ups outside. We're in the Trap Attack Clam FishDonkey tournament today. So we're trying to get into big bluegill and big sunfish, actually, and big crappie as well. We've got tip-ups outside, hopefully to get into walleye and pike as well. We've got a few fish in already. The evening bite should be lighting up here any time. So we'll probably be live here for the next hour or two. We'll see how the stream goes. But feel free, drop in the chat, say hello. Let us know what you're thinking. If you're out on the ice already, if you're in the FishDonkey tournament, let us know what your biggest has been so far.
There's one.
Michael Hall, good luck. Thank you. Yeah, we've been getting into them here already today. Picking through a lot of little ones. This lake that we're on has had some structural changes to it this year that we're working through. But it's been fun so far. Looks like Kyle just reeled one in. And I'm dropping the line back down now that I got the live stream going. And hopefully we're going to hook up here in just a second, which it looks like I'm probably going to do. You see me on the Livescope on the left? Got a fish coming up. Coming up.
You might get an 8 1/4 on that because it's over.
Hooked up. All right. Feels small. It is embarrassingly small. It's like a 4-inch bluegill. Here, I'll show you. It's only up from here. See that fish? Yeah. Yeah, tiny. Tiny. I'm late. Good luck, everyone. Thanks, George. Yeah, we'll be out here for a couple hours. Hopefully getting into that crappie bite that comes around sunset typically. And then some bigger bluegill than this guy. How big was that one Kyle had?
8.
8? Entering it?
Yep.
Nice.
8 1/4 on that. It moved off the board.
All right. Nice to see you all here. Hi, I want to offer... Oh, spam. Gotta love that. I don't know how to get rid of that, but please don't spam in the chat. Thank you. If not camping, how does Black Hole do with multiple people fishing? Well, John, Kyle, how's the Black Hole doing with multiple people fishing today?
Doing really well.
Good.
A lot of space.
Yeah, I would say it works pretty well. They both, you probably could hear them, but they both said it's working pretty well. It's nice. We obviously don't have the cots or anything in here. You guys can see the different views that we have. What's great about it is that you're not sitting in slush and water, especially on the lakes right now. It's nice to be out of it, and it's a lot easier to move around. We've got a lot of stuff in here, so if we wanted to pick up and move around, especially with 3 guys, you winch up each side in the tongue and you make sure everything's on the floor so it doesn't fall down when you move across the lake and you go. You don't have to throw everything in a tub and a sled, break down a hub, or you know, flip over your flip over in order to move. A little bit bigger, probably an extra 1/4 of an inch. Still tiny. We got more coming. We'll make sure John and Kyle show you guys the big ones as they catch them. They're doing a pretty good job here. So yes, Jammenberg, it does good with multiple people fishing, especially on the colder days too. It's nice just to stay out of the wind. The other cool thing about it is you can leave it up as you go across the lake. You just obviously don't want to go highway speed, so use caution when you're doing that. In the tourney, but nothing great today so far. Sodak breaks. We're probably South Dakota, but what were you targeting? Going for perch? Drew says, have you ever used perspective mode when searching for fish on hard water? I have not. I've played around with it, but I've never really found it to be super effective. Usually with searching, I use forward mode. That seems to be the best way to do it on hard water, at least in what I've found. You've used it in the kayak, but never the ice. Yeah, I've used it in the kayak as well, but not on ice. Trying to get through the chats here at the same time fishing. You can see, so we've got a ton of fish on the screen. These marks, other than a couple, look pretty small. We're only in about 10 feet of water, 11 feet of water below the ice is what this is measuring right now. So the marks are going to look bigger than you typically would see. If you've got deeper water, the marks get smaller because of the depth of the water, smaller on the screen. But there are big ones in here. We've been catching kind of the nicer size ones so far have been in that right around the 8-inch range for the bluegill, and then the 10-inch range for the crappie. But there definitely are bigger ones on this lake, so we should be able to get into them. And John's catching the same size as me right now, it looks like.
That one's embarrassing. Yikes.
No walleyes. Yeah, you're going for perch. Awesome. Did well last night. That's great. If only the clam trap attack was going on last night. It's going today and tomorrow. Get into it. Compete with us. There's a lot of people in it. It's just a fun tournament. I think it's only like $7 to $10 to enter or something. I think it's $3 in fees, so it comes up to like $10. Shouldn't be telling you guys about it because I want to win. But they have wild cards. They have like a lot of the different species that you can catch here in Minnesota. So check it out. All right, we're going to get into some fish here. Sun is supposed to be setting at 5:11. So you can see the clock on the screen there says 4:17. So we got just an hour before sunset. So hopefully we start hitting crappie and get out of these small bluegill. Looks like I got a small mark right on my jig and then a bigger mark that just swam away from it below. Maybe it's going to go to John. Fish coming in from the right. Oh, you're going for walleyes. But if you get perch in this lake, it's always good ones. Oh, nice. Nice. Well, good luck. I'm going to do a little background music, just something for when we're not talking, because we're not going to be talking the whole 2 hours, because we're going to try to get you guys some nice fish to take a look at.
If you hear a loud beep, it's because of the tip.
Yeah, and we got blue tips going too outside. Kind of trippy. Where's just like some calm background music? Daydreaming, maybe?
Get some. Oh, right out of his mouth.
We'll just throw that in the background. If it's too loud, let me know in the chat. Otherwise, we're just gonna let that loop back there. Brant, have you noticed that Livescope makes so much noise in the water that it turns fish off? I have not noticed that. I have not. If you have, I'd love to hear what you've observed so that I can try to replicate it and see if that's the case. But as you can tell, we've got Livescope down right now. We've actually got two, one on the other side of the shack too. You guys are only just seeing one of the screens. And there's a couple fish here, one or two.
One or two.
Turn this down a little bit. Maybe it might be a little too loud.
That's a better one coming in on the left there.
Maybe we'll turn it up a little bit more. Yep, fish coming into me on the left. Let's see what we can do here. Get this off the screen.
Come on, baby. Yeah, there you go.
Here we go. It looks like I'm getting one from the right too. Cruising right past John. So just a tad. Sun's going down. So we've been out here for about 6 hours, just consistently catching fish. I wouldn't say it's been fast and furious other than a couple of points there, but the evening bite is typically really good here for crappie. So we wanted to go live with all you to hopefully show you some good fish catching happening here and entering into the FishDonkey Tournament. So when you see who the winner is in FishDonkey Tournament, you can say I witnessed it live. That is the plan. And a couple of angles here. So we've got an angle front up here that you can kind of see all three of us. I got another one up top just because you can see a little bit more top down. And then I've just got my phone here pointed at me. So we got the three cameras and then the Livescope, which has mine and John's lines in. Kyle's on the other corner of the shack. He's got his own Livescope hooked up, so you guys can't see his lines right now. But he does have a Livescope as well. So we'll see what we can get into. I'm sure we're going to start producing some better stuff here very soon. Maybe even now if I get this fish to bite. They've been really timid today. Like even the bigger ones, they'll come chasing, running in, swimming. They don't run, but swimming in really fast, and then they just stop and they just look at your jig. John's got his underwater camera with, so we were able to watch some of it live, and it was kind of ridiculous. But yeah, so this is going to be a pretty chill live stream. We're just going to catch fish, show them to you guys every time we catch them. Kyle will have to make a reach over. Otherwise, I'll pick up the camera and kind of point it over there so you guys can see it. But should be fun. Anybody else getting out this weekend or tonight for a night bite? To maybe tomorrow? Boom, boom, boom.
Finicky.
They're very finicky. Here we go. See them chase in, but then they just like stop. Oh, look at this bigger one roaming through. We'll try for him, but my guess is he's going to slow down and stop.
I stole that one from you. See if he'll bite.
Oh! He tapped it, but I think he didn't get the hook. I think he got the head of the. There we go.
Right. Hit at the same time.
What jigs and colors is everyone using? I'm using a gold Google. I think I sold you gold Google. I jig with a waxy. John?
Chartreuse nuclear ant. with waxy and a red spike.
Kyle, what do you got?
Orange and yellow pinhead with wax rims.
Could you guys hear Kyle? Is the background music too loud? Do I gotta turn that on or off or down? Let me know. Good question. We've been switching up quite a bit today. The Google Eye Jig has been doing work today. Nuclear Ant has been doing a little bit. Pinhead Pro and the jointed pinhead, I think, and even just the regular pinhead, we're doing a little bit today. So pretty good variety. Each of us kind of have like our confidence in certain baits, and I think that helps, obviously. When we first started the day, like Plastics was doing a little bit, it looked like, with Kyle, and then he stopped, and we've just been live bait the rest of the day. But let me show you this, since I don't have a fish. I've never fished with these before, and I gotta show it to you in a way that I don't spill it. Oh, look, it won't spill. Have you guys seen these before? Freshwater shrimp. I've never used these before, but they work really good for bluegill. You just put them on, like the gold Google Eye Jig, these are perfect for, and you line it right on the hook so you can't see the hook, and you have the little tentacles kind of out there waving around, and it works. And I'm hooked up. All I had to do was talk about it.
I got one on too.
Just a little dink again.
Working a double.
Working a double. Kyle's got one.
Double.
There's a bigger fish coming through. Just another little dink. We'll throw him back. In some states, you'd use that for bait. Not in Minnesota. Oh, almost a triple. I threw mine back already. John's hooked up. I think his is a little better size.
Oh yeah, it is.
Nice.
Bigger than mine.
Yeah, that's a nice one.
Check out John's.
Yeah, yours is bigger than mine.
John and Kyle's fish.
See if I can get a good thumb
He's
on
got
that
to
one.
he's got to hold it up here for us.
There we go.
Boom. Boom. Nice job, guys. That one's probably going to be entered by John in the FishDonkey Tournament. Look at all those fish. I marked a ton today. Just not very interested on my lake. Mitch,
Yeah.
I was hoping you were going to make it out here, but not good. Yeah, we've got a ton of panfish under us right now, which is good. I've got a finicky fooler outside too, and I caught a bass on it. So if you hear the blue tips going, it's either my finicky fooler, otherwise it's Kyle's iFish Pro he's got out there, and we're just trying to get pike, walleye, evidently bass,
Anything that'll bite.
anything that'll bite, just for a little bit of mix it up. We're maxing out our 2 lines a person. How much slush? There's like no slush. It's all ice, and then probably an inch to, a foot maybe is the max drift of snow. So it's very drivable out here. We've got trucks out here, ATVs out here, the black hole. So it's not bad at all. Have you tried some thump gel? Never even heard of that.
What's that?
Thump gel? George, what's thump gel? Is that like what is it called? The like the crawfish scented gel stuff? How big of a battery do you run? In my Livescope, I run the 48 amp hour Amped Outdoors, their NMC battery in this shuttle. It's my go-to battery. I love it. I've got a power hungry screen on it, which allows me to have the HDMI out so you guys have a nice clean feed, and in the videos that you see after. There'll be a video from today coming up too on the channel. Lots of good stuff coming. So subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, even though I think probably all you are. How many fish you catch so far? Today, between the 3 of us,
Probably
At least 100.
at least 100, yeah. It's been crazy. They're not all huge, though. Hopefully, we're going to get into the bigger ones here tonight and then show them to you. I was saying earlier, kind of our average that we're kind of like happy with right now in terms of bluegills around 8, and our average for crappies around that like 9.5, 10. Haven't caught a ton of crappie. I think there's like 3 maybe. But we'll get into some more tonight. Anytime now, we should see a transition from all these sunfish coming in, which this lake has a lot of hybrid sunfish, a lot of pumpkin seed, and then of course bluegill. We should see that switch over where we're catching a lot more crappie than we are sunfish, if it goes the way that it typically does out on this lake. Kyle's hooked up again.
Just the cookie cutter ones we've been getting.
Cookie cutter fish, nice. Any giants, we'll make sure you guys get a close-up of, for sure.
Another 6-incher.
Yeah.
These are heavy. I got a fish coming up with me. You guys can see it on the Livescope on the left. 2 feet to the left, about 6 feet down. This thing's just playing around with me, but he's not committing. Make sure I still got my waxy. I do. So I'm just going to drop all the way back down and work my way back up. Next time, go get him. Yeah, we will. We're always trying to get them. It's a gel that has a scent that you apply to the baits. Oh, yeah. That makes sense. It's kind of like the bait, what? Oh, there's one that I know of that I actually have a lot of at home that I'm just blanking on the name of it right now. We are hooked up. Ayo, biggest one in the live stream for me so far. It's probably a 6-inch, maybe a 5, 5.5. They get much bigger than this, don't worry. Let it go. Still got a waxy on it.
It's Google Eye time.
Google Eye time. So we got
Twist
2
it
Google
back.
Eyes.
After the skirt came off the new.
Billy Rub, yes, thank you. Billy Rub, yeah. Actually, probably my bags outside, I probably have some, but no, we have not been using that. You nailed it. Thank you. I forgot. Thank you. Thanks for responding. No problem. Thanks for being here. How's it going? It's going well. We're waiting for the pickup in the shift from sunfish to crappie. That should be happening here literally any moment. Grease Monkey Bass Fishing. Thanks for hopping on. Bite's been good today. A lot of fish. Not as big size-wise as we would hope. But the night's not over. I mean, prime time's here now. So we should get into some bigger ones now. Preference. Spike or waxworm? John.
If it's crappie, waxies.
Kyle?
Same wax rooms.
Waxies? I'd say the same. I barely ever fish with spikes, though. So I can't say that I've given them probably their opportunity to shine.
Yeah, I'd say when the sunnies are being tight-lipped, it's spikes for me.
Because they wiggle a little more, too, don't they? Usually?
Yeah, a little bit smaller. Let's go.
What was the name of those shiners that we ran into
Brassy.
today? Brassy shiners we found at a bait shop on the way here. Never heard of them before. Anybody here ever heard of brassy shiners before? Shiner minnows? They also had golden shiners, so that wasn't them. What color jig is best for crappie or bluegill? You know, honestly, I would say it depends on the weather. It depends on the lake. It depends on the snow conditions, the light conditions. I mean, there's a lot that goes into it. Right now, I'm using gold. That seems to be working well. What are you using color-wise?
I have a kind of a shark glow one on, but that for the Google Eye, that gold one is definitely a confidence bait for me, I'd say.
Yeah. And I have found, like, even though the Google Eye is just like a little tungsten jig, it's a rattling Google Eye. it does work really well. I found like if I just literally when there's no fish on the screen and I just sit here for like 30 seconds and just do this with my rod and really rattle it, the fish literally come in. Like it does work, even though it seems so small. It wouldn't make sense, but it does actually work as a fish call. Kyle, what color do you have on?
Chartreuse and orange.
Chartreuse and orange. So your preference. What's up from Lex? What up, Jim? Thanks for hopping on. We're just fishing here, more central, so Minnesota. A little bit away from you there on Mille Lacs. How's Mille Lacs treating you? You getting in any good walleye, perch? Sorry if you've answered this before, but what lake are you on? We are on a lake in central Minnesota. I don't say what lake it is unless it's one of the big ones like Mille Lacs or Lake of the Woods or Leech or Winnie or Minnetonka or something like that. Just because, you know, we like to respect the fisheries that we're on. But yeah, central Minnesota area. Oh, ripped it right out. I felt the hook come out. Tons of fish on that Livescope. Dang, I know. Unfortunately, there's a ton of dinks in here too that you can kind of see. I'll try to point them out if we see a big one come through so you can kind of see like what a good sized one looks like. But these all right now look like pretty small fish. Definitely 7 and under. That's why I'm not trying super hard right now to jig them in. But here, I'll try to catch one of these so I can show you that they're small. But I might have gotten my waxy ripped off on that last one. I should probably check my bait. Because he had the hook, and I think I pulled it out of his mouth. Like over by John right now, it looks like a big fish, but I think that's like 2 small fish. Yeah, see, I didn't have any bait on there. It's just my Google Eye jig. So we gotta put a waxy on. We'll go from there. Grease Monkey, the audio cutout. Yeah, I think every once in a while the laptop's losing connection, so I won't talk when I see that happen. Thanks for calling that out. Gotcha, no need to give up secrets. Yeah, appreciate it, Jason. There's lots of good lakes here in Minnesota, as you know. Tons of perch, few eyes. Wife's got the good one so far. 19 and a half walleye. Nice. That's good. Mille Lacs can be hit or miss, so I'm glad you're getting into them. That's awesome. Any good size perch, like any jumbos, anything over 12? Good now. Okay, cool. Awesome. Thanks for letting me know, man. Appreciate it. Jammenberg, you sure you packed enough waxies? That's a huge bait puck. It is. This thing is full of waxies. I keep my waxies for about 5 months, so they don't go bad. So I just buy 100 or 250 pack, fill it up, and good to go. We've got 2 of them. We've got 2 of the bait pucks, so we're good to go. No shortage.
My sand ones at home.
Are these count the ones you got today too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and there's more to my right here too.
Oh.
So
We got tons.
You never know. You don't want to run out of bait, right?
That's right. Especially when that's what's working. I'll hook up one of these freshwater shrimp here after this waxy's gone and show you guys how I hook it up on the jig. But I just learned this today. And it does work. It does work. It seems to work better if you put like a couple of them on your hook though. A little bit bigger presentation. What up, Mike? How's it going? Not yet, some 10s. 10s are good eaters for perch. Oh, here we go. This guy should commit. Oh, pulled it out! Let's see if we can go get him back. No. I think I poked him a little too hard, and he didn't like it. We'll pull one of these guys off the bottom.
Can't see bottom anymore. Too dark. Yep.
We got 3 fish here. Nothing committing. I might have gotten that waxy stolen. I should check. Oh, I still got bait.
Did you mention we're fishing a sand bottom between 2 weed beds, right?
That's a valid point. You should tell them.
I just did.
You did. Yeah, we're strategically placed in between a couple of weedy areas, so the fish kind of come into the sandy area in between where there aren't weeds on the bottom to hopefully take cover, and that's where we're dropping all our lines down. And it's been working today.
Come on, baby. Let's come right here.
Oh, I didn't read that. We'll be on Lake of the Woods Thursday with First City in a Castle. Any suggestions? Man, Lake of the Woods has been hard for me this year, to be honest with you. I would say get as far out as you can. That seems to be where everybody's having the success. I mean, you're seeing the resorts posting anything from 28 to 30 plus inches right now, and they all are pushing their houses as far out as they can get them on their road. So fish far out, and yeah, I mean, talk to the bait shops and in the resorts that you go out of. They might have some pointers for you, but be able to hop around too. I mean, if you guys have a castle, if you can, move it around. If you don't get into them one day and you're out there for a few days, get on to a different spot the next day. I did that last weekend, and it helped a lot when I moved. It was totally worth it. As much of a hassle as it is to move sometimes, it's so worth it when you go from not a whole ton of fish biting or just a bunch of tiny sauger to some actual walleye action. Share your feed. Have fun, guys. I'll be out tonight. Awesome. Thanks, Grease Monkey. Appreciate it. Good luck. Waiting for Tuesday, hitting the ice. Awesome. Hoping I can get to my spot for Whitefish and Lakers Tuesday.
Lakers
would be fun.
Yep.
Good luck. Hopefully the ice is good for you. I'm assuming that's why you're hoping you can get to it and there's not too much slush. Oh, John's hooked up.
Let's not talk about it.
Must be small.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be 16 miles out off Adrian's Road in 34 to 38. That's pretty far, man. That is, yeah, give it a shot. That's got to be getting close to the islands up there, huh? You got to be getting close. How far is it out of Adrian's to get to the Northwest Angle? Is it 20, 25 miles? So last weekend I was out there probably 11 miles. But good luck. I would definitely try that. Pink and gold seem to work good up there, and glow. You could use glow all day long, especially in those depths.
It's almost there.
Is it?
Yeah, 18 miles. I mean, well, it's 24 to Garden, so.
Okay. Yep. Yeah, you should be in a pretty good spot then. That far out there.
Looks like the old, my friend. Yeah, that's from there.
You know what?
If you're just hopping on, I don't know why it doesn't show.
That's a good mark coming up here. What's this all about? Right here.
Oh, no.
Get some right there.
I don't know why it's not showing names right now, but I am out here. I'm out here with John and Kyle. We're out here in the Black Hole Ice Shack, central Minnesota. ice fishing in a virtual tournament on FishDonkey. Actually, a few of them. There's a few going right now. So we're just trying to get into the fish right now. We're going after big bluegill, sunfish. Doesn't matter if it's hybrid or whatever, pumpkin seed. And then big crappie should be coming up anytime now. Sunset here is 5:11 p.m. We got about another half hour until sunset. So hopefully we start getting into more of the crappie. Tons of fish on the Livescope screen, as you can see. It's been a fun day so far. Just, it's nonstop. It's just, we obviously want to get into the bigger ones as we're in the tournament, and that's what matters. And so that's what we're out here hunting down today. So sometimes we'll see fish come up to our jigs and we're not reacting, trying to get it to bite. We know, we can kind of tell what's little versus big. So like this fish coming up to me right now is probably a 6-inch fish, maybe a 7, if I were to guess based off of the Livescope image. So I'm not like super excited about trying to make sure that it bites, but at the same time, fish is a fish, so it's nice to reel them in. Haven't seen any megas since we've been live here. Here's this fish. Let's see if he bites. Nothing. They're really finicky today too. Like there have been times where we've had 20, 30, 40 fish on the screen and none of them are interested. Doesn't matter what color, what presentation, what size jig or spoon or anything we have on. So it's been a little bit of a tough day, but we've been nailing them. I mean, over 100 fish for sure caught so far. Not sure how far to the angle. Only my second time to Lake of the Woods. Well, you're gonna love it, man. Lake of the Woods is great. One of my favorite lakes by far. If ice is good, 20-minute walk out. Hope you smash some big ones. Thanks, Mike. I hope we do too. Any time now would be wonderful. That's a small one. Go down to this guy? You didn't want to come up. What if I come up? Will you come up? No. His buddy will. His buddy will from the right. Maybe not. Sputterbud, have you ever tried ice fishing Lake Superior? Is that too spooky? I mean, I have not ice fish Lake Superior. I want to, maybe in the next couple of years. When I do it the first time, I'm going to definitely use a guide service, somebody that knows the lake and knows the ice conditions up there, because it is not the kind of lake you want to go venturing out on, not knowing what you're doing and find yourself in trouble. It's not the type of lake that you can just float a sheet of ice to land on the other side. It'd be a blast, though. I'd need to get some new rods for sure to handle some of those fish.
Coho.
Yeah, in the lake trout up there are freaking massive.
The videos of that look so fun.
Well, and I think Lake Superior too, right? I think, don't they have like species of fish that just live super deep in that water that we just don't see in many of these other lakes? I'm pretty sure.
I don't know about that.
Anybody here fish Lake Superior? You know, like I think it's below like 300 feet or like deeper than 300 feet. There's certain species of fish that never come above that. Or am I making this up? Do I sound crazy? You running teardrops and waxies? We got 2 Google eyes right now. And Kyle, what are you running now?
Still the pinhead minnow.
Pinhead minnow. Kyle's running. So that's what we're running.
About to put this Google eye away for a minute.
Right?
See if something else will entice.
Yeah, I'm about to switch it up and put a freshwater shrimp on. Shrimp. Or something glow. Crazy. I'm crazy. Yeah, meat man. I don't think I am, but I'll take your word for it until somebody else can hopefully Google it and tell me that there's a really deep water fish in Lake Superior that we don't typically see. I'm okay with being crazy though too. It's kind of what makes it fun, right? Come on, guys.
Right?
Catch a fish.
Right.
Like, look at all of them on the screen, and there's just zero interest. There's a guy coming from the left.
He's hard charging too.
Yeah. Let me get this guy out of here. Like, they're not even spooked by my jig up. That's kind of weird. All right, let's see if we can't get this guy that came in from the left interested. Oh, now the guy from the right is like, oh, I'll eat that then. If you're going to put it right in front of my face. No, he's just blocking it from the other fish. Such a nice fish. Have you run tungsten scud flies for gills and crappie? I have not. Any of you guys?
Nope.
Tungsten scud flies? No.
Who makes them?
Yeah, who makes them? Mike? You make them, Mike? Meat Man, lakes go to the extreme. Lakes go to the extreme. Yeah? Like the Great Lakes? Because I agree. Yeah. Oh, you do make them. Look at that. Do you have a name of a company? Like, would we know the name of it?
Oh, God. Pulled it out.
All right,
Let us know.
changing it up.
By Google.
Changing it up.
For what?
Oh, we'll see here. Got the box of tricks. If I had my glasses, I would call this a quick change. They're out in my bag.
You have a quick change clip?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
These were all the rage like 10 years ago.
They were.
Over.
Swedish Pimples, Blue Prism.
They're quick change clips.
Nice. I haven't tried the Blue Prism, but I have Swedish Pimples.
Connects.
Scuds are
Small
freshwater shrimp patterns. Oh. I actually think I have some. I'll have to pull them out. But they aren't, I don't think they're tungsten, the ones that I have. They're like tied on to, I think it's probably lead. Oh no!
That's sort of what I was using earlier, that thing.
Yeah.
That's kind of a fly. I don't know.
I mean, kind of like this. Kind of not really, but kind of. I don't, you can't see it here. I'll make it bigger here. Boom. So, like, this is one example of something that's been used before. I've got more, too, that literally look like a little mini shrimp. I don't have my gear bag in here for space, but I'll have to show it soon. Maybe on an upcoming stream.
This is the one right here.
What color is it?
Gold.
Gold. Did you just have a gold on?
Nope.
I just make them for when I'm guiding. It's smart. You don't lose as many then if it's built into the jig, right? Smart. Sweet setup. Good luck. Thanks, Eric. Appreciate it, man. I've got a fish here. So that looks like a bigger fish on the bottom there. Right here that's kind of cruising through. Let's see if we can't pick them off. The one on the right. So I don't care about any of these others. I want that one right there on the right. Not on the left. On the right. And you see, this is what's happening because there's so many fish on the screen. Is they're they're all kind of swarming in. And then what ends up happening is the bigger fish, it seems like, let the littler fish. Oh, I scared him away. Sent him over to John.
Yes.
See if he bites.
That's the way.
We'll take one of these then. Maybe this guy's zooming in from the left. Maybe he's hungry. Interested in a little waxy treat today. Drop down just a hair. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, he had it and he let go. I didn't pull him off. There was no fish on that when I pulled up. So that means he could come back. Like this. See, that time I ripped it out of his mouth. Which means he's probably small. We'll try it again. We'll try it again. You guys like spikes or waxies better out there? Yeah, somebody asked this question a little earlier, and I think the consensus was waxies seem to be working better for us right now. I personally haven't used a lot of spikes. I have a lot of confidence in waxies for panfish. And perch, to be honest. Come on. There we go. He's very small, I think. Yeah. Another little guy. Show him to you, though. Tiny little tight. Good coloring, though, huh?
Fish is just sitting on my minnow.
I'll throw a freshwater shrimp on. Kind of show you guys how we use that. And again, I just learned this today, so I was like, hey, I'll try these. There's not many bait shops that I usually go to that have freshwater shrimp. So I was pretty excited to pick up a box. And they're squirmy little guys too, like they're moving. But you do end up killing them when you put them on the hook. Evidently. So I'm going to put 2 on here because I want to cover my entire hook. I can get another one out of this bin. And I'll show you what this looks like. I just thread them on so that the legs are facing out. And you can't really see the hook. All right, I will show you. We'll go into solo view of this guy. All right. So this is freshwater shrimp on the Google Eye.
Such a light bite.
Just little tiny guys. You can kind of see the legs there. This is what they look like in the container. Make sure I don't spill on my laptop. But you can kind of see them crawling, roaming around in there. That's what they are. And evidently, the bluegill really like them. And the hybrid sunfish. So we'll go back so you can see the screen again. You can see the action on the Livescope. We're dropping down. We'll see if we can, how quickly we can hook up with this type of presentation. Starting to get dark out. We've got sunset here in about 15 minutes. Dropped it down. We got a fish from the right coming up off the bottom. We got fish from the left and the center left. And he hasn't taken it yet. Oh, he's playing with it. We got to let him swallow it. At least a little, and boom, hooked up. So freshwater shrimp are the trick to catch small little bluegill. Highly recommended. And now I've got to put more bait on. So I'll put a couple more on, see if we can't catch a bigger one, because that was kind of disappointing. Hey, look at John got a bigger one. But he was using a waxy.
This would be fun. I put on a thing that had a hook lure that has hooks on both sides. Just grab that.
And he grabbed both sides?
Yeah, just grab it with it. No, I'm trying to grab it with my fingers. Oh. Smartly.
Uh-oh. I think I lost it.
Shrimp?
Yeah. I don't know where it went.
Freedom!
Who knows? Probably on the floor somewhere.
Shrimp pancake.
Hey, if it makes it into the hole, good for it. Gets to live a free life until it gets eaten by one of these lovely specimens. We got a lot of them, so I'm not really worried about it.
Oh, that's a good mark. Let's go.
Oh, hello. All right. All right. Let's try this again. See if we can get a bigger one, or at least keep it on there through the next bite. All right, let's go again. Thai olives in black and blue backs and bubblegum pinks. That makes sense. Spikes are hard to find in Ohio, mostly waxies for me. That makes sense. Yeah, we fortunately can find spikes in most bait shops around here in Minnesota, at least where I fish. Minnow Dunker, my buddy makes spikes. Oh, cool. How much are the shrimp? I think this was $3.
Something like that.
Yeah. Somewhere between like $3 and $5 for this little container, and there's got to be 100 of them in there. I don't know. Pretty cool. It's kind of funny. We were talking about freshwater shrimp on the way here this morning, and then we stopped at a bait shop that had them, so it worked out well. We're like, hey, let's try them. Looks like my scuds. You biggins too. You get biggins too. Need wigglers. Freshwater shrimp scuds work 365 days a year. Yeah, I mean,
It's a camera.
we have one camera overheated. We've got that one wasn't on the stream, so you guys I think are all still whole there. Okay, here's a bigger fish. Let's try to catch this guy from the right. Here we go.
Fight through it.
I don't know. There's 3 fish on me right now. I don't know which one I'm going to get. Oh, here comes a 4th, because why not, right? Watch me come out with none of them. That's the story of the day. Come on. Kyle's hooked up. Good job, Kyle. Hopefully a good sized one.
Not small, but not big.
All right, that didn't work. Not bad.
Yeah, come over here.
5 or 6
Yeah,
inches.
get some right here.
You tell him, John.
Waiting to crack the kind of the crappie curse right now.
We haven't had one.
No, they should be any time, I'd imagine.
It's on me. Come on. Come on. Oh, get you some of that. Come on. Up here. Come get it. No, don't go away. If I drop it.
Here we go. Come on up. A little jealous of your bait, but more jealous I don't have ice right now. Yeah, that sucks. I'd be going crazy if I didn't have ice to get on. You have open water you can get on? I think get a weekend between Christmas and New Year's in Central Ohio. Dang. You have open water? Like you get the boat back out or hop off a dock or something? Well, don't hop off of it, but you know what I'm saying. Drop your line off the dock. Scuds, shrimp, freshwater shrimp are great for all panfish and trout. Yeah, I've never targeted trout with them. Here we go. This is a little bit better one. Probably the biggest one of the stream for me because I've only been catching dinks. This isn't massive, but it's going to be better.
That's a measurable.
That's a pretty good one. That's a good one. 8+ on the shrimp in the Google eye.
What's up? Hand this over to
that Google eye out of the mouth. All right. Show it to you guys here, and then we'll measure it. It's lippable, but he doesn't want to open his mouth. There we go. Maybe. Nice. Nice. That's a real good looking bluegill. And it's a proper bluegill, not a hybrid or anything. All right. Whoa, calm down. Yeah, we got 8.5 almost. According to FishDonkey, it's 8.5. According to me, it's 8.25, but we'll get it registered in. I'll show you guys here real quick what it looks like. It's probably going to be upside down, but you're going to be able to see it. Whoa. That's what we're working with. I got to get it into the tournament, and then we'll let it go. So FishDonkey, if you don't know, the way that it works is you join all these different tournaments. I'm in one right now called the Clam Trap Attack. That's this weekend. You should enter it if you aren't already. There's a ton of different species. You take a picture through the app of the fish.
like the clam one, actually.
Boom.
For registration.
And that registers as an 8.5-inch sunfish. So you get it on a bump board. Then you got to get it. Oh boy. That was almost down the hole. Which then it wouldn't have mattered because you got to get 3 things with it. You got to get a selfie, one of it on the bump board. Okay, calm down. I'll let you go. And then you got to get a release shot of it. But I'll show it to you guys one more time here before I do that. Because this is a good sized fish. So that you guys can see it. Oh my gosh. This is a disaster. This is a lively guy. But for crying out loud. This is what we're getting into tonight. Hopefully you can see it. Great fish. All right, now we got to get a video of it going down the hole. The opposite direction. Flip the camera. Pull to John. Taking a video of myself for the release. All right, here we go. Fish going down. See ya. Bye. All right, then we stop that. Wipe off our hands so we don't get it all over the phone. Sheesh. And then we hit the check mark. I know you guys probably can't see this. Maybe you can on one of the screen, on one of these. This guy you probably can. And then you can see the fish on the board, your selfie, your release photo, video, which I've got 2 of because one was of me. And we can look back at the photo. Yep, that was an 8.5 according to FishDonkey rules. If it crosses the graduation of the previous length, it goes up. And so we're going to say that's an 8.5-inch sunfish. Done. Submit. And it'll say, oh, I've got it muted. It says, got one. So I need to go back in so that you guys got me back on the camera. My phone looks like it wants to die, so I'm going to get plugged in. set?
Nice threw a shrimp on.
Nice.
Go.
Yeah, I've been putting a couple on just to upsize the presentation look, and that's working. Oh, look at that fish down there below mine. Or it looks like it's 2 of them, 3 of them maybe.
Oh, come on, get some of that.
Battery packs are your #1 friend when you're out here doing all this stuff. You got to keep your stuff charged, otherwise you can't do this type of thing. We've got the big Ace Volt in the corner, if you guys can see it. That's what's powering our internet right now, the laptop, the cameras, and everything. What does it say on the left? 4 hours. So we've got 4 hours of that left. I don't think we'll live stream that long, but that is our maximum until we start losing power to things.
Where's the crap?
We'll mute this, enter. Should get me back in here. Cool. 18 inches of ice, nice. I got to get back down there. Yup, we are open water, but the rain has everything stained. Not good. Nice. Meat man, most I've ever seen is 20 inches here. Most of the time 4 to 6. Upper Peninsula, Michigan. Let's zip through these. Love gills and they're tasty. Yeah, they are. Bluegills are some of the tastiest. I really like perch too. I've seen years over 4 inches. Those are the years. Oh, you guys are just chatting back and forth with each other. Cool. Awesome. Yeah, thank you all for being here. I'm going to get my line back down there again.
That was on the shrimp right off the bat.
You caught one?
Yeah.
Well, how big was it?
Yeah.
Nice. That size.
7 3/4.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's not terrible.
I got dorsaled by that last fish.
Where do the shrimp go when they wiggle away?
They just fly away.
Oh, another little 5-incher.
Where'd he go?
Probably on the floor.
I lost him.
Here, grab another one here.
The way they wiggle, you'd think you'd see them.
You would think, but it's almost like they go into stealth mode once they're gone. Here. They definitely take a lot more finesse to put on your hook than a waxy.
Oh yeah, there he is. He stopped wiggling.
Oh, smart guy.
Playing possum.
Yep, he's like, oh, you can't see me. All right. Crappies yet? You got a...
Oh, Sunny.
Kyle got another sunny. Have you seen Simcoe power boxes? I have not. Might have to look them up. Simcoe sounds familiar, but I don't think I've seen any power boxes from them.
Oh, let's get. Come on. Take that thing.
Come on, where's the crappies?
Right?
Here we go.
See some crappie come in. Let's go.
See, like right now, I've got 3 fish. The one fish that out of them that I'd prefer not to catch is the closest one. Right? The one directly below me, because that mark is the smallest. I'd actually prefer that bottom left one, as it looks like the biggest mark out of the 3. This is another thing that is really cool about Livescope, is you can target your fish.
Let's shrimp are the ticket.
The shrimp are working.
Yeah.
So, ticket for
Even
what?
though they're small, I guess they're working. Oh, here we go. I think I just pulled that bottom left one. Oh, he stopped at the other fish. Here we go. Am I pulling them through? I don't know which one's coming up. They're both coming up. Oh, dang. I think I got the wrong one. Oh, he swam away. All right, what do we got going on with this guy? I think this was the one that I wanted. He doesn't look that big now. All right, sun officially set 2 minutes ago. So we're the crappie, right? We're hopefully getting into him here. We should see him start kind of floating through and darting in. That's usually what crappie will do. Taro has been plugging those Power Lake Simcoe boxes. I'll have to look into them. Is he affiliated with them, or is it just kind of the I really like them type of thing? Do you know, Jim?
Taro 40.
Yeah. And I second the Simcoe Power Box. They're fantastic. Sounds like I need to go look up Simcoe Power Boxes after this and see what's going on. Because no, I've never tried them. How big of batteries do they have? Because the thing that I like about the Ace Volt is it's not your normal power box. It's a pure sine wave inverter, 2,000 watts. So think about like you could run a coffee maker, pizza oven,
Hammer that?
Yeah.
a toaster, a microwave. You can run all of those off of it. It's 2,000 watts. And it's super
As you foul hook it?
super big battery in it too. So this typically is what I'll bring ice camping. So that way I only have to run my generator with all the electronics I have. I run my generator for about 2 to 3 hours a day. And then I can have it off and have the silence of having it off the rest of the day. And that takes care of the rest. So that's why I like this one. Most power boxes don't have the AC power ports built into them. You'd have to get like an inverter, and then you just eat up your battery so quick if it's not like a pure sine wave one. So anyways, I like this. It's a tank though. It is super heavy. Enzo makes the Simcoe power boxes. Okay, I'll look it up. Yeah, you guys have convinced me to look into it. I'll look them up.
They definitely see those shrimp coming down, or just hard charging them.
Yeah. I think they like the drop too, like all the way from the top.
Yep.
Like if I pull out and give it like a few seconds here while I freshen up my bait, they'll probably attack it on the way down. Probably need some?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Thank you.
Gosh, they are just... You gotta like keep an eye on them when you put them on your pants. Yeah, otherwise the shrimp just crawl right away. All right, we're gonna see what this does. That looks like a bigger mark directly below me. I don't think he's not moving, so maybe I'll get down there before he leaves. Kind of drifting off to the left a little. We'll get down there. Yeah, our tip-ups haven't done a whole lot here recently.
Get over here, big man.
Maybe in the evening time we'll get it.
Come on, get over here.
Nice thing about tying scuds, they don't come off. But yeah, that would be nice. Seems like they definitely are a lot more delicate than even a waxy is. So any fish that you catch with it, you got to be rebaiting. That's a word. Rebaiting? I think so.
Oh, rebate. That's what you can get your money back.
Oh, a rebate, yeah. What's this thing? Make sure I don't hit my cord.
Shrimp gun jump.
I don't know. Get that feeling. Nope, we're good. Oh yeah, then one comes in. That's a good size one too. Look at that thing.
Yeah, I gotta get.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna try to get down to that. There we go. Let's pick these guys off.
That
is a big one.
That's shaped like a walleye.
A walleye or a pike?
Now it looks pikey.
Yeah, that is not a bluegill.
How did it not see my minnow over here? Hey.
Yeah, I don't know if he's gonna take my shrimp filled gold Google eye, But this other fish is literally coming right up to it. How bold. Did you see that?
Yeah.
He's just like, oh. Must
Back
not be that big of a pike. Even though it looks like, if we look at the measurements, it looks like a 24-inch pike. If I was a bluegill, I'd probably stay away.
Turn around. Get a minnow over here for you.
You think he's like, I gotta wait for this little thing to get out of my way for me to proceed.
Right.
Oh, maybe you'll swim over to one of our tip-ups. That would be nice. Pike. Yeah, Mike, I think it is a pike.
Bonk him.
Should I bonk him?
Bonk him.
This usually scares him away and you can see him slither off. He doesn't seem phased. He must be a little bit to the left or right and not directly below.
What's going on here?
I don't know, but I'm not going to catch any bluegill with him hanging out.
John will.
There you go. Sounds like a better sized one.
Yeah. Screamer. Oh yeah, let's get one there. No, it's not. It's okay.
It's a fat pumpkin
It's a
seed.
fat one.
We've been seeing a lot of the fatter fish today. It seems like normally you want like the plumper fish, right? Especially if you're doing like a catch and cook. But today it's all about length. And of course today we get into the fat ones.
I ain't gonna cut it.
Oh, pike's gone. He's leaving. Good. Get out of here.
Just put another shrimp on.
No, stay on.
I should see if I have shrimp left after all that massive jigging. Yeah, we're good. Got a little bit. Alright. See, they're hammering them. Same thing I had earlier. Yeah. Tons of fish everywhere. You have 3 guys in that house. Feel cramped at all? I'm not cramped.
Nope.
No.
Not cramped at all. I would say if we had a 4th guy in here, it'd start getting tight for sure. Especially with all the gear that I've got set up here to live stream. If we didn't have all that, we probably wouldn't have a problem with it. It's just which holes do you use at that point? I'd almost need to slide over a little because there's 2 holes behind me.
What's going on, Kyle?
No, house is good.
Nothing right home.
He's going to hammer a gill. I was hoping we were going to see it. But we've seen a lot of the pike come through today, so hopefully we see it again. Love the Livescope. So fun to watch. It is. It's a blast. What shrimp are you talking about? So we've got freshwater shrimp that we raised in our backyards. I'm kidding. We found them at a bait shop on the way up. John's got them right now, so they're just little tiny freshwater shrimp. This is the first time I've ever fished with them, but they come in a little container here. I'll show them to you. A little container, just swimming around in there. They're literally freshwater shrimp.
Take it.
And you just thread them on your hook, cover up your hook, 1 or 2 of them, and they seem to be working. This is the 6.5 by 14, so this is the Beast model. However, the Sasquatch, which is the 6.5 by 12, has the same size canvas on it. That's a little bit better mark coming through. Same size canvas. So it is 6.5 by 12 inside. We've got a 2-foot deck off the back. Here we go. Eat it. Otherwise, this guy down here actually looks bigger. One of you maybe want it?
Oh, that's a better one coming in from the right there. Maybe.
Gosh, this is struggle fest right now to get these guys to commit.
You took a taste of that.
Is it cooling off down there, Kyle?
Yeah, I'm good. You're talking about heat-wise?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine.
Slide the heat down if we want.
No, we're good.
Good with, you have a warm butt again?
Yeah.
Okay. Move it if you get too hot, because I turned it up too. I should have brought a fan. I could blow it over.
Oh, you got
that's a better mark.
That better mark coming. Yeah.
I think I need to put a waxies on again just to have a bigger presentation.
Yeah. You still have waxies though, right? You're going. Oh, did you? Crappie definitely like the waxies better than the Euros.
Freshwater, tiny. Yup. It'll feel cramped if the middle guy has to pee. No, we've he can sneak out pretty easily. He just goes right out that window right there.
Just stands on his chair.
No, like he crawls out of the window. I'm kidding. No, you probably can't tell from the angles, but you can get out over here pretty easily. I just back up and he can sneak by, or I stand up, move forward. It works good when I don't have all my camping gear in here. With all the gear I bring for camping, I would say 2 people would be comfortable if you're okay with being really close to that second person for a while. So like family member, significant other, kid, something like that. You got your bunk cots, be perfect for that. Anything more than that, it would be a little snug with camping. Oh wow, I've seen them walk in creeks, trout fishing, but never that big. Yeah, loving this live chat. Yeah, Steven, me too. Appreciate y'all for being here. This is a blast.
Trying to gamma scud plastic.
There you go. Kyle's trying to gamma scud plastic.
Euro tackle.
Ah! Come on, try again.
Oh, here, let me jig a couple over here. Oh, pick him up off the bottom.
Yep.
Come here, buddy. Come here. This is the rattling Google Eye jig, so it does make some noise in the water. That's kind of pulling the attraction. As well as, the gold and then the shrimp that's on it.
Oh, it's a small. Lordy, it's small. Oh, where are those crappie?
Little tyke, waiting for them crappie to come out.
Did you golf it?
Freaking inhaled it.
Are you going to be doing more of these live chat tournaments? Yeah, maybe. I mean, if you guys really like it, we definitely can. It's a process to get everything set up, get on the water, get everything rolling. But yeah, if you guys enjoy it, we're out here fishing anyways, so we can make it happen.
Oh yeah.
Get it when it bites. Yeah, we've been getting bites all day. It's just picking through these small ones to get to the bigger ones. And now we're waiting for crappie here. It should be fun. Waxies all the way. I agree. Waxies are my go-to. Check out Nick's Panfish Baits in Ontario for artificial plastic baits for panfish. He makes waxies. Yeah, I'll check it out. I've got a ton of waxies. I'm sorry, a ton of plastics. Tons of them. But I will check them out. Plastics are the things that I like. I see them and I'm like, oh, I gotta have them, but then I never actually end up using them. Because if you have the live bait, why would you not use it, right? I don't know. I get it stays on there longer if you can get it to work, but I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't even bring mine.
Is the 34 upgrade worth if I already own the 32? It's a personal preference. Like, if you're not worried about the money, yes, it's totally worth it. If it's a stretch for you, The 32 is a great transducer. There's no need to upgrade, but it definitely is clearer. You're going to get better distance out of it, better definition. And like personally, ice fishing is where I really see a difference in it, in terms of the clarity. And then you see the distance huge in open water. Like that's the biggest open water benefit that I found, is getting that range. Because the LVS 32, right, like you're kind of pushing it if you get past that 80 mark, whereas with the 34, you can get to 100 without a problem in terms of that forward range and not having it degrade the signal too much. And it's all just because of the way that they reshape the crystals in it. Just got a 19 and a quarter. Nice job, Jim. Hopefully we can pick up a walleye on one of these tip-ups. Good work. It's awesome. Love his Wonder Bread waxies. Please do. Really enjoying it. That's awesome. Thanks, Steven.
Oh, my.
You just missed that one? I saw it on your back.
I don't know. I don't know how I missed it. Oh,
We'll keep going
I
here.
don't know how.
Jig a guy off the bottom. See if we can't catch him.
Yep.
Try to. Do you have a big one on?
Yeah, it looked like he was sucking on it and then set the hook and he just took it off.
Huh.
Yeah. Huh. Maybe he's coming back for another shot at it.
I'm just not getting bites. Distracted. Why do so few people use the Humminbird 360 on ice? I don't know. I've never used it, to be honest with you. I don't know. I think, like, for me, the reason why I haven't considered it a ton is, like, when I'm sitting, Thomas says you got to get those, John.
He's been missing them all day.
Kyle says he's been missing them all day.
He's already went through 2 reels.
Thomas, I showed him what a nuclear ant can do.
Yeah. I already knew that what they could do.
Are you warm yet?
Oh, God. If I don't think about it.
I'll turn it down. We got the heater right behind John because he's in the middle of the shack. I turned it back down. So he's like on his holes. I'm moving away from right directly behind him. But to answer your question, Shadow, around the Humminbird 360 on ice. So this is my personal opinion, just based off of what I've seen of it, because again, I've never used it. But what's more important to me is with the Livescope is you have the long beam. So like this is perfect. We've got 4 holes. We've got the Livescope transducer down. What I care more about is seeing longer in the parallel to where I'm fishing than necessarily 10 feet that way, because I don't have a hole over there. So I like this better, and you can scout with it, right? The 360 is a little bit harder to scout with because you don't get that long forward beam that you can point in and navigate around. You can't get as far out from what I've seen. And so I think Livescope's just a little bit better. In this down view is awesome. I think with the 360, you only get a top-down view, so you don't get the water column view. I don't think. I could be wrong on that because I've never used it, but I'm pretty sure that it's only like the top-down circle view. And so it limits you a little bit in terms of where are you at depth-wise with your jig versus the fish. You got to want it, John. You got to want it.
I wanted it, and I got it. And it was small.
Thanks, Steven. Yeah, we'll work on doing more. He always poo-poos nuke ants, Kyle.
It's true.
No.
Kyle doesn't like nuclear ants.
I never said I don't like them. I just don't know.
He just doesn't have any.
Kyle has been making the pinhead work today, though,
He has.
for sure.
He's been doing a really good job with that. So well that John eventually tied one on.
And promptly took it off. Come on.
I've been rocking the Google Eye pretty much the whole day. I started with the Mickey jig, but I had one I had their biggest one on. and it was too big. The Google Eye's been producing for me today, thus far. We'll see once the crappie come out what hits. Dropping below the fish and slowly wiggling up. Yeah, it's not a bad idea. We've tried all the different presentations today, and what we found is they get really turned off when we drop below them. At least that's what I found. But they do like to drop down for sure. Like as you're dropping down, they love chasing the bait. Like, oh my gosh, something's falling. Like this guy, I'd love to get to be able to pull up a little bit. All that light blue twinkling is the bait schooled up. The light blue twinkling, it's probably a little bit of interference and things in the water. It could be fish off in a distance. Like if you're talking about like this, that's a fish off in the distance. If you're talking about down here, the light blue twinkling, that's just a reflection off of the bottom, because that dark red line that you see across the screen is the bottom of the water column. If I'm understanding what you're asking. I meant a spot finding tool to complement. I've got a fish on me. You pay attention to fishing. Spot finding tool to complement the live. It instantly sweeps 150 foot plus area for bait balls. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. I mean, if I could have both, I probably would. I can't imagine though that Garmin's not already thinking about a way to do it. That way I don't have to have both screens here at the same time. Hopefully I can switch in between. Maybe they'll have like a Livescope plus 360 and you can kind of like have it all in one. I don't know. Probably not.
Well, I'd still run gold here.
Me too.
It's working.
I'm not catching. On fish 3, nice job. Or fish 3. What? Oh, I see what you're saying.
Oh,
weird.
I
hit on drop, and then wiggle up. Huh. I'll have to try it. So I'll drop all the way to the bottom, and then I'll just wiggle up. Not a thing.
Come on, baby.
Go back down. I'm gonna put a waxy on. I probably I have no bait, so fishing on credit.
Your credit's no good here.
Wonder why I'm not catching fish.
Wiggling up. Wiggling the tree, boss.
I got a fish under me.
You there. Come on.
Alright, let's do this thing that they call fishing. And hopefully catching.
Yeah.
Did you eat your sandwich already?
What's that?
Did you eat your sandwich already?
Yeah, I don't know. I brought a bunch of protein bars too. Oh, get something coming in. Let's go.
Alright. What do we got going here? What's up, Christopher Towsley? I wish more companies added USB Type-C to their power boxes for fast charge. Yes, I made my own and added the Type-C, and it's amazing. I expect that to happen in the near future. I believe there was just recently, whatever the organization is that dictates like electronics, like interfaces, just said that all, I think cell phones need to go to USB-C. So like Apple has a year and a half to move to USB-C. You're going to see a lot more USB-C, a lot less lightning cables, a lot less micro chargers, I think, as we move forward, because with the volume of the USB-C we're gonna see that we're gonna see. Yeah, that made sense. I think the cost of the adapters are going to be so cheap that companies are just going to opt to do USB-C. Now the question is, hopefully, are they going to put in the fast charging ports or just have that connector? Hopefully it's like the 45 or higher watt. I assume someone is working on 360 live view as well. That would be sweet. Kind of the perfect combination. Wait for a fish to be close. It's talking about the above the red line. Yeah, above the red line, the little blue spots are either fish at a distance or it's just interference from things in the water. Yeah, no worries, man. Good to see you streaming. Set the hook outdoors. Yeah, absolutely. It's kind of fun. We're in a FishDonkey tournament right now, trying to get into bigger bluegill and crappie. We've been catching fish all day, so just kind of picking through these little guys, waiting for the evening crappie to come out. They should be out literally right now, so hopefully anytime. Do you ever crappie fish, and what is your favorite bait if so? Yeah, we're crappie fishing right now. Favorite crappie fishing bait for ice? Oh, John, what's yours?
I guess 50-50 between waxies and crappie minnows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kyle? Favorite crappie bait?
Usually plastics.
Plastics? What kind of plastics?
Usually Euro tackle with the gamma scuds or I think they're called like the crazy critters or something.
Nice.
On usually like a tungsten jig.
There you go.
But the pinhead minnow's been doing a lot better.
This guy's stoic underneath me here.
Yeah, and these guys are just roaming right past, so...
Now I put on glow. We'll see what happens. John, I'm about to use your favorite reel.
Wow, that's a good mark.
It is a decent mark, too, yeah. You know what? Maybe he's looking at this guy. Get some of that.
Waiting for this fish to bite on John. Looks like it might. It looks good size, so it doesn't look like the type of fish, that we've been catching. Maybe a pike.
Oh, he's got a pike over by him. That might be the same fish.
Oh, I bet you it is.
It's just off-centered a little bit.
Yeah. Because that looks a little pikey.
So yeah, he was looking at my minnow then.
We still got our tip-ups outside that haven't gone down recently. I caught a bass earlier on it. Just a massive bass. It was at least a couple pounder. No, it wasn't really.
Like a 2-pound bass.
Maybe two. It's 14 and a half. 14 and a quarter inches. On a little fat head. Just a hook somewhere near the bottom. It looks like he's coming back over here. Is there something on this set line, or is that? Oh yeah, it's a little fish by it. Yep. It looks like that pike might be coming back through.
I can't jig very well because there's so much ice in that hole right now. I haven't defended it.
Yeah, 3 live scopes in landscape mode. Yeah, that would be something. Pinhead minnow and frostbite dragon slayer in the drop kick jig have been my favorite for crapooch. I think you mean crappie. Yeah. Pinhead minnow, frostbite dragon slayer. That must be one of their new ones in the drop kick. Here, we got a fish down here. Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. Mini Slayer. Got it. Good luck. Thanks, Mike. Appreciate it. Thanks for stopping by. We're getting it done. Doing work, taking names. Just trying to wiggle her up. Oh, that's 2 fish. That's not even 1 fish. So it's always disheartening when you see a big blob coming towards you, and then it turns into 2.
That was a light bite.
Wing and a miss.
Yep, very light bite.
What house you fishing in if it hasn't been asked yet? Yeah, so Dustin, we're fishing in the Beast model of the Black Hole Ice Shack. So inside of this canvas is 6.5 by 12. We've got a 2-foot deck off the back, and I think it's a 2-foot V on the front. Maybe 3. I think it's 2. It's nice because we got a solid floor in here, which is great. I like a gold tungsten jig or a flutter spoon. What's that?
Shorten it or something.
Usually on a show.
Yeah. That happened a couple weeks ago.
I blame Kyle.
I wasn't in there a couple weeks ago.
Still blame you.
The Otter lights, the Otter Pro LED lights do not like the higher voltage. Even though they come with a dimmer, you can't use it all the way up. Even like I'm plugged into a barrel plug on the Ace Bolt. That's why I prefer not having them, because I have more issues with them. Either the wires internally breaking on too much flexing, at the joints too much flexing, or they burn out. These Hog Outdoor lights are awesome. They can handle it.
That one kind of cleared things out, didn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got this thing below me.
Yeah, it's 2 fish.
3
3.
tiny fish.
Might as well check bait.
They look better in numbers, I guess.
Still got my shrimpy. Got a shrimp and a waxy on. And the crappie are still making their way here.
No release.
Here we go. There's a truck outside. All right, anytime, crappie. Come on, kiddos. Where the crappie at?
Somewhere on the lake that are not here.
Maybe the bluegill are going away, then the crappie can move in. Got something coming from the left down here. Looks small though.
Did you ask Thomas why you didn't want to?
I still wait for them to thaw out.
Oh, it's side by side?
Yeah.
The garage. Yeah. There's a couple more coming in on the left. They're moving slow though, very, very passive today. Shoot. Just keep jigging, I guess, right? What do we got here? Do you have the Panoptics on your boat? So I have a pretty loaded fishing kayak. This year I actually ran Livescope, both the LVS 32 and 34. Next year I'm planning, as of now, unless Garmin comes out with something new, which fingers crossed they do, probably the LVS 34 this upcoming year. I'll just run one of them. I do have a dual screen setup though that I love. Alex got a new power box for your review. Got a new power box. Thomas got a new what?
Yeah.
Oh, he got a new one. What'd you get, Thomas? What power box?
Something off Amazon, I think.
Oh, really?
Yep.
I'll have to check it out. We were just talking about power boxes earlier. Gotta stay energized here. It's been a long day. Drinking the Bang. You guys know Bang helps us out here. They're a partner of the channel. I'm drinking the Power Punch. Boom! It's actually pretty good. Not in my top 10 flavors, but it's like all of them are pretty good. And it keeps you energized. You can't go bad. You can't go wrong with it. I don't know if that was a very good sales pitch. It's pretty good. No, I honestly like them. The thing that I like about Bang is that there's 300 milligrams of caffeine in each can. There's no sugar, no calories, no carbohydrates. So it's like a lot of vitamin B. So you're not like getting loaded up on all that sugar high that you're gonna crash after. This stuff does pretty good. Lots of caffeine in it, vitamin B. I really like it. Check it out. They've got new cans now. They're the white cans. So if you see the white cans or you see the full colored cans, the white cans are the ones to get. They're fresher. All right. John has a link. Okay, cool. We'll look at it. Well,
We're waiting.
Hank says hi to all you guys. Hi, Hank.
Hey, Hank.
You got something under you.
Where's that?
It says old Frontenac. Cars were parking on the lake on the ice. Falling through.
They were falling through.
The crappie boy.
I'd like it to be. Well, it kind of looks like two fish, doesn't it?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it is. And they're stoic. Look at this.
They literally turned off.
Yeah, I don't know where they're at.
Gone.
Yeah, this is crazy.
We'll give it a couple more minutes here. Otherwise, we'll wrap up the stream. Maybe we'll hop back on if we start getting into a good bite here. But we'll give it a few more minutes here, and we'll see. Appreciate you all for being here for sure. This is kind of fun. Hopping on the live. There's I see like something there in the middle. See, I've just got a rattle and Google eye. Let's see if just doing this for a little bit gets any fish to come in and check us out. Watch, we just see tons of crappies just come flying in. Something from the bottom left coming in now. Do it a little bit closer to the bottom. Little rattling. Do you ever play with the colors on your Panoptics? Not really. I really like the blue color pattern. But there are others. We could do it right now, I guess. Been here since I first came on. Yeah, we've been here the whole time. Yep. All right, let's see if we do sonar setup appearance and we do color scheme. So the other one that most people use is amber. I don't care for it, but if you reduce the color gain here, I think you can get better definition. If you reduce the color gain and then you like crank up the gain, they say that you can see more of the outline of a fish if it comes through. To me, I'm not a huge fan of it.
Liquid hot magma.
Yeah, well, and they've actually got one sonar setup appearance color scheme called lava. There's a fish coming up underneath you on the one you just pulled up.
I think it was spinning.
Very spinny.
There's rusted steel. And another one that I don't mind is the, which one is it? I think it's aqua. Aqua's not bad, but it's monochrome. I kind of like the ones that have multiple colors to them. Floodlight, I think, does. Yeah, Floodlight's not bad.
Pack it up. Change it up.
Done. We could rock this for a little bit. Turn our gain down just a tad. This is Floodlight. This fish on the bottom just slowly coming over. See if we can get him to bite. Go on.
Lazy glow charge.
There you go. Bigger fish all the way to the right. Get some. Nothing over there?
No.
There's a lot of trains, planes, automobiles. All right, what do we got? That's the one I found is the best on mine. Ice is forming here, Lake Ontario at St. Lawrence for the third time. I got to get some hut time from live streams. Yes. I like the original one on mine. I do too. The blue one, or are you talking the amber? I'm going to use blue on my hummingbird. Yeah, like I like the blue. It just seems the most natural, and I think you get the best contrast between the colors. Where are you fishing? Here in central Minnesota. What is that?
I'm hoping it's a crappie.
That would be slick. This color kind of hurts my eyes, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna flip her back.
Thank you.
Yeah. We're gonna go back to blue. Oops.
Pink.
I clicked the wrong color.
Peg.
Blue.
Get back here. No, come this way. No. I heading towards you.
Well, that's all right.
I guess. As long as you hook up.
Hey, now, don't put the pressure on.
Pressure is on. Oh, you made him go away.
Hey, he never made it to me, so that's your fault.
A lot of junk happening there.
Huh. I started jigging that thing, came out of nowhere, and then noped out.
It's craziness. All right, I think we're going to wrap the stream for now. We've been on for almost 2 hours. Appreciate you all for being here. Check out the video. We've got a video from today going to be hitting the channel in the next 10 days for sure. There's a video from Lake of the Woods that'll be hitting this week. Thank you all so much. If we happen to get into fish and the crappie come rolling in here pretty soon, we'll go ahead and hop back on. But otherwise, I'll see you guys later. Take it easy. Bye.